Today's title is Don't Learn Skills. Don't learn it. Don't learn skills. I'm going to be talking about that. And you might be thinking like, what the heck are you talking about? We gotta learn skills. We gotta learn programming. We gotta be able to speak language. We gotta be able to do presentation. We gotta be so good at speaking. We gotta be good at that, right? But I'm telling you, don't learn any skills. The path you don't understand this and the path you do understand this gotta be totally different. If you want to be successful, I'm telling you, you want to understand what I'm going to say in this video. Don't learn any skills unless you don't understand this. This video is going to save you from your career. If you don't want to be successful in the business, sure, you don't have to watch this video. But if you want to be successful, I highly suggest you watch this video, okay? As I said to you, this title of this video is so weird. The world, society telling you, you gotta learn programming, you gotta learn data science, you gotta learn accounting, you gotta learn business, you want to learn economics, you want to learn science, you want to learn IT skills. Society, everyone is telling you, you want to learn skills. And everyone is thinking like, we gotta learn something to be able to, earn money. We gotta increase our marketability. Everyone is like that, right? And I was also thinking like that. I gotta learn skills. I gotta be able to speak English. I'm from Japan and I was like, I gotta learn English because English is a so valuable skill in Japan. Now it's a global society, so learning English definitely expands your possibilities. That was true. That was literally true. I have no regrets about learning English itself. However, if I can go back to where I started, I desperately want to tell what I'm going to say in this video. Maybe you want to listen to it. However, 10 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later, 40 years later, when you look back, this moment, definitely you won't regret. Alright, so let's dive in. The conclusion of the reason of this statement, don't learn skills, is because skills. This one is only 5%. Only 5% of us. What does it mean? What's the rest of it? What's the rest of it? 95%. This 95% is talent. Your talent. And what does it mean? The definition of the talent I'm talking about here is what you naturally do. So 95% is subconsciousness. And 5% this one is conscious. These skills, this one is included in consciousness. This one is consciousness. And 94%, this one, talent, is subconsciousness. Let me explain more details. So, skills are like programming, language, accounting, presentation skills. Talents are more like what we naturally do, what we subconsciously do. So we do it without realizing it. This is our talent. This number, 95% and 5% is according to Harvard University. So this is very trustworthy information, by the way. And this programming, accounting, presentation, and language skills, for example, English for me, this one is included in skills. This is not a talent. This is not a 95% of talent. When I speak English, I definitely think, compared to me speaking Japanese, when I speak Japanese, I don't think Japanese naturally comes out from my mouth. Skills are what we acquired after we are born, right? This is not what we naturally have when we were born. Talent is on the other hand, this is what we have already. Programming skills, data science skills, AI technologies, language presentation skills. These are what we learn after we became adults, after we became like a students. This is what we learn. And this talent, on the other hand, is what we already have when we are born. And everyone has a different kind of talent. And if we don't build up our career, if we don't decide our job, our business, our career, based on subconsciousness, based on talent, we're gonna lose. We are going to lose. we are not gonna be enjoying work. We are not gonna be satisfied with our work. We are gonna be hating our job. We will hate work every day, even though we spend a lot of time with the work. And we'll lose. And if we don't enjoy it, we cannot perform well. And if we try to perform well, we try to kill our emotions, right? We'll try to kill our emotions. You try to kill our subconsciousness. This is what happens when you try to perform well while ignoring yourself, this 95% is about subconsciousness. When you ignore this subconsciousness, while your inner self telling you, you kill yourself, you kill emotions, right? And you don't want to do that. If you want to do that, that's fine. But if you don't want to do that, you don't want to build up your career based on this 5% of our skills. That's the reason I'm saying you don't want to learn any skills unless you understand this logic. After understanding what you want to do based on subconsciousness, based on talent, you want to build up your career. After understanding this one, after understanding you're going to set a goal of your career, what kind of destination you want to be heading for, what kind of situation would be the perfect environment for you, what kind of environment is the best for you to perform well for you, and you are going to be enjoying because this is talent, this is what you naturally do. When you do this, it feels so good. It feels so good because that's your talent, because that's what you like, because that's what you naturally do. You just do it. You just do it. You don't think like this. You don't think like this 5%. You do this subconsciously. I'm just using this English tool to do what I'm talented at. What I'm talented at is organizing information. What I'm talented at is speaking to the audience. And I do this in Japanese as well. And at the moment, I can use English as well. So that's the reason why I'm saying this in English as well to the global audience too. But you don't want to learn any skills unless you understand this logic. And when I understood this logic, that was the first time I felt, I see, this is how I'm going to use English language. If you already acquired some skills, congratulations. I'm not defining the fact that you learned skills. Congratulations. You gotta be proud of yourself. This time, it's a time you're going to really think about your subconsciousness. You're going to dive into your subconsciousness. And you're going to think about how you're going to use the skills to fulfill your 95% of subconsciousness. This is how everyone can be successful in the career. This is how you can be successful in the career. This is how I can be successful in my career. This is how everyone on the earth can be successful in the career. This is how everyone will be happy in their life. And this actually another two components as well as this talent, which is 100% related to your career. First one is value. Second one is interest. And then when you combine these three components, talent, interest, and value into one, it's gonna be what you wanna do. You're going to find out what you truly want to do with your career, and then you're gonna be successful in your career. And these three components are all in 95% of subconsciousness, right? And then when you can satisfy this 95% of subconsciousness, that's when you're using your full potential in your body. And then you're going to support this 95% using this consciousness 5%. This consciousness 5% is a supporter for this 95% of subconsciousness. So don't ever build up your career based on skills. If you want to be successful, don't never build up your career based on skills. You can understand this three components and also combine it together into one and find out what you truly want to do totally for free. And you can do that with this worksheet. However, there is more important information that I want to talk about, which is because this is subconsciousness, these three components are subconsciousness. That's the reason why I'm helping my client who want to be serious about their career, who want to be successful in their career. That's the reason why I'm here for you. It's so hard to find by yourself because this consciousness, this 5% of consciousness, is going to prevent you from going there. This 5% of subconsciousness is going to prevent you from going there, like your money, like skills, like marketability, which one is better or not, this pros and cons. This one is all 5% about consciousness, right? This one is going to stop you from getting into this subconsciousness. My client was also like that too. Even though he wants to find out what he wants to do, based on this subconsciousness. His consciousness already telling him, I've got to do something valuable. I've got to do something valuable to society. I've got to be marketable. I've got to be marketable. My talents is going to be worthy for the society. He's thinking like that already. She's thinking like that already. They cannot go into this subconsciousness by themselves, It's so difficult. I was like that too. I had a coach for myself as well. I had a coach to find out what I truly want to do. And then at first, my consciousness was preventing me from getting in there. And my coach helped me to reach to this subconsciousness. And I cried so much. I cried a lot when I reached to this subconsciousness because that's how I felt. That's how I felt. I felt free. I felt free. So if you want to be free, if you want to find out this subconsciousness, please come to my coaching session, alright? I hope this video will change your life, change your career, build up your career based on subconsciousness. Alright, thanks so much for watching this video until then, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.